Hey, what's up everyone? I am back today to bring you all another Tuesday recap. Today on week 15 of the NFL season. To kick things off, Thursday Night Football, the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. Big Cock Brock and the 49ers got this win 21-13 to improve themselves to 10-4, while the Seahawks fall to 7-7. To kick things off on Saturday, we had a wild one. The Indianapolis Colts at the Minnesota Vikings. The Colts, they were up 33-0 at half, but blew the largest lead in NFL history, going on to lose this one in overtime, 39-36. The Vikings move to 11-3, while the Colts go to 4-9-1. The Baltimore Ravens at the Cleveland Browns. Tyler Huntley led the Ravens, but ultimately fell to the Deshaun Watson-led Browns, 13-3. The Browns go to 6-8, while the Ravens go to 9-5. The Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills in what was a big snow game come the fourth quarter. The Bills, having home field advantage, may have took 55 minutes to show, but it did show, and they ended up winning this game 32-29 to improve their record to 11-3, while Miami falls to 8-6. Moving on to the Sunday games, the 1 o'clock games, the Philadelphia Eagles traveled to Chicago, where they racked up their 13th win of the season, beating the Bears 25-20. The Bears fall to 3-11 and are officially out of playoff contention. The Detroit Lions at the New York Jets. Detroit pulled out the win last second to go on. They won 20-17. They go to 7-7 and control their own destiny when it comes to the playoffs. For the Jets, they also go to 7-7 as they try and save a great start they had to this season. The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Carolina Panthers. Mitch Trubisky and the Steelers would win this game 24-16. Pittsburgh goes to 6-8, while the Panthers, they fall to 5-9. Our second overtime game of this weekend brought us to Houston, where the Chiefs took down the Texans 30-24. The Chiefs go to 11-3, while the Texans go to 12-1. The Atlanta Falcons at the New Orleans Saints in a game that very much mattered for NFC South standings. The Saints won 21-18, and now both teams sit at 5-9. A third overtime game this past weekend took us to Jacksonville, and in a shocker, the Jags took down to the Cowboys 40-34 off a game-winning pick six thrown by Dak Prescott. The Jags move to 6-8 and control their own destiny in the AFC South, while the Cowboys go to 10-4. The Arizona Cardinals at the Denver Broncos in a game that at the beginning of the season we all thought would matter. Now didn't have Russell Wilson, didn't have Kyler Murray. The Broncos won 24-15, but both teams go to 4-10 with their seasons officially over. The Patriots at the Raiders in a wild ending which involved extreme mismanagement by New England. The Raiders pulled out the win 30-24. Raiders, they moved to 6-8, while the Patriots fall to 7-7. The Titans at the Chargers, and Herbert and company finally look like they're playing how they're supposed to, winning 17-14 to go to 8-6, while the Titans, Tannehill and Mike Vrabel, they fall to 7-7. Brady and the Bucks blew a 2-score lead to the Bengals on Sunday, eventually losing 34-23 at home. The Bengals move to 10-4, while the Bucks fall to 6-8, still in the lead for the NFC South, however. On Sunday Night Football, the New York Giants at the Washington Commanders, a huge game for playoff seeding, which the Giants won 20-12 with the help of the refs. The New York Football Giants go to 8-5-1, while the Washington Commanders go to 7-6-1. And finally, Monday Night Football, the defending Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Rams, traveled to Green Bay, Wisconsin to take on the Packers. Rodgers and company kept their playoff hopes alive, beating the Rams 24-12 and improving their record to 6-8, heading into a big game in Miami. And the Rams fall to 4-10. Thank you all for tuning in to this Week 15 recap of the NFL season. I'll see you all Friday to break things down even further, give my takes, and fill you all in on the possible playoff scenarios going forward. Until then,